can please me. I want somebody who cares. I need a lover who never leaves me. I need somebody who cares. I've been searching my life, I just couldn't find it. The special someone to give me my heart. I've been searching my life, but then I found it. Now I won't let you out of my sight. I wanna keep this feeling forever and ever. I'm there when you need me, whenever, whenever. Keep this feeling forever and evermore. I wanna keep this feeling. I'm there when you need me. Keep this feeling forever and evermore. Keep this feeling forever and evermore. I want somebody who sees me. I want somebody who cares. I need a lover to hold me through the seasons. I need somebody who cares. I've been searching my life, I just couldn't find it. The special someone to give me my heart. I've been searching my life, but then I found it. Now I won't let you out of my sight. I wanna keep this feeling forever and ever. I'm there when you need me, whenever, whenever. Keep this feeling forever and evermore. I wanna keep this feeling. I'm there when you need me. Keep this feeling forever and evermore. I need a lover. I've been searching my life, I just couldn't find it. Whenever, whenever, I've been searching my life, but then I found it. Now I won't let you out of my sight. Keep this feeling forever and ever. I'm there when you need me, whenever, whenever. Keep this feeling forever and evermore. I wanna keep this feeling.
Last divers on the board. Boards are now closed. Boards are closed. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 2023 USA Diving National Championships. I'm your announcer, Aaron Rooney, and I, alongside Milan Park and USA Diving, welcome you to the Milan Park Aquatic Center for this morning's men's 3 meters synchro and women's platform synchro. The top 8 placing teams from each event will move on to this afternoon's National Championship Finals. I would now like to introduce you to Mila Thorpe Sandstrom. She's a 45-year-old wife, mother, and customer service manager at Kohl's, and a lifelong lover of music. She grew up singing in church and sang her first solo at age 6. She's had the opportunity to sing the national anthem for local events around her hometown of West Union, West Virginia, and enjoys new opportunities. Mila will now sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Mila. Just a reminder, this event will be live streamed and can be accessed by going to the USA Diving homepage on USA Diving's Facebook or USA Diving's YouTube channel. Fine Designs is on site today and today only for your merchandise. Every 2023 USA Diving national merchandise is available in the hallway. Go check them out. Thank you and good luck to today's competitors. Hello.
Hello, hello.
We are ready to begin round 1 of the synchronized women's platform. Delaney Schnell and Jessica Parado, 201B.
We have Delaney Schnell and Jessica Parado doing 201B, which is a back dive pike. These two have been doing very good today in their practice. That's going to be some good scores right there. Execution was very, very well. A little bit out of sync. Jessica was a little bit ahead of Delaney, but still a very, very good dive.
Total score 43.2. Mika Agunbiade and Katrina Young, 301B.
Next we have Nike and Katrina doing 301B, reverse dive in the pike position. Ooh, that one was very good as well. Very good execution and synchro as well. Nike going a little bit over on her dive, but still very, very good.
Total score 42. Beginning round 1 of the synchronized men's 3-meter. Dylan Reed and Cameron Cash, 201B.
Next, coming up on the men's 3-meter synchro, Dylan and Cameron from Unattached, and then Cameron from Pitt Aquatic Club. 201B in the pike position, back dive. Oh, and that's very good. Very good execution and synchro. They'll get some very nice scores on that.
Total score 45. Evan Stingley and Braylon Goodnow, 401B.
Next up, we have Evan and Braylon doing 401B, which is an inward dive in the pike position. Oh, very good on that one too. Entry was very solid, very in sync.
Total score 48.6.
And that'll be
Noah
a very
Dupere
rewarding
and
dive
Jack
for them.
Ryan, 401B.
Next we have Noah and Jack doing 401B as well, which is the inward dive in the pike position. These two have also looked very, very good during practice today, so expecting some very, very good dives out of them today. Oh yeah, that's going to be very good as well. Very, very nice.
Total score 49.8.
Oh yes.
Zachary
That was
Welsh
nice.
and Jacob Welsh, 201B.
Yet. That was very, very nice from Jack and Noah. Next we have Zachary and Jacob doing 201B, which is the back dive pike. It's very good as well. Very good vols from everybody so far. That is going to score very nice.
Total score 43.8. Greg Duncan and Tyler Downs, 201B.
Next we have Gregory Duncan and Tyler Downs doing 201B, which is the back dive pike position. These two have also looked very, very good today in warm-ups and in practice. Very nice from these two. Tyler going a little bit short, but still disappearing in the water. Very, very nice.
Total score 48.6.
Yeah,
Maxwell Miller
very
and
good
Jacob
score on the
Jones,
backside.
103B.
Next we have Quentin and Andrew. No, sorry. That's wrong. Oh, my sheet here is wrong. That was Maxwell and Jacob doing 103B. Sorry about that. Two very, very good dives, though.
Total score 44.4. Nick Harris
good
and
from
Max
those two.
Fowler, 201B.
Ooh, very good from Nick Harris and Max Fowler. That was a very, very good 201B.
Total score 43.8. Braylon Goodnow and Noah Turner, 403B.
Next we have Braylon and Noah doing 403B, which is the inward 1.5 in the pike position. Very good dive from those two.
Total score 43.8.
Very good. Very good.
We are ready to begin round 2 of the synchronized women's platform. Schnell and Parado, 301B.
Back to women's synchronized platform. We have Delaney and Jessica again doing 301B, which is their first dive in the pike position. Very good dive from those two. Very, very good. A little bit better in sync on
Total
that one
score
dive.
46.2. Agunbiade and Young, 201B.
Next we have Nike and Katrina for their second dive doing 201B, back dive, pike. Oh, very good dive still from those two. Very in sync. Nike being a little bit short on her back dive.
Total score 43.2. Beginning round 2 of the men 3 meter.
Still pretty
Reed
decent
and
score.
Cash,
Now we're
401B.
moving down to synchronized men's 3 meter. Dylan and Cameron doing 401B, inward dive, pike. Oh, very nice dive from those two. Execution and synchronization will be very good scores on those. Dylan and Cameron have absolutely been destroying.
Total
that
score
entry this week
47.4.
so far.
Stingley and Goodnow, 201B.
Evan and Braylon doing 201B. That's a pretty good dive right there. Very good. Evan touching a little bit short.
Total score
But still managing to get very
37.8.
vertical.
Dupere and Ryan, 301B.
Here's Noah and Jack. Again doing 301B. Reverse dive pike. Oh, very good entries on both of those. Jack being a little bit higher than Noah, but still a very good dive from those two.
Total
That was
score
very nice.
48.6. Welsh and Welsh,
See
301B.
some nines over there on execution from them. Very good dive. Next we have Zach and Jacob doing 301B as well. Very good entries from both of them. That was a pretty good dive right there. Jacob going a little bit over.
Total score 41.4.
Still very.
Duncan and Downs, 301B.
Next we have Tyler and Gregory here doing 301B as well. Reverse dive pike. Very good dive from those two. Gregory going a little bit over on his reverse dive and pushed out a little bit from them, but still an amazing
Total
dive
score
from those two.
49.2. Miller
Very
and
good
Jones,
synchronization
301B.
Maxwell and Jacob up here doing 301B as well. Very good synchronization from those two. Good entry as well. Everybody is doing very, very good calls today.
Total score 44.4. Harris and Fowler, 301B.
Nick and Maxo again. Back dive pike. Oh, sorry. Reverse dive pike. And they do a very, very good one too.
Total score 43.2. Goodnow and Turner, 301B.
Braylon and Noah as well doing 301B reverse dive pike. Very good from those ones. Those two as well. Braylon going a little bit out further, or
Total
sorry,
score
Noah going a little further out.
36.6.
But still two very good dives.
Ready to begin round 3 of the synchronized women's platform. Schnell and Parado, 107B.
Back up to women's synchronized platform on this one. Delaney and Jessica starting optionals on this. They're going to be starting with front 3.5 pike for their first optional. Oh my, very good dive from those two. Very, very great entry. Very good synchronization. They will be rewarded heavily on that dive. That
Total
was
score
very good.
65.7. Agunbiade and Young, 107B.
65.7 on that dive right there for those two. Next up, we have Nike and Katrina as well doing 107B. Front 3.5 pike. very good from those two as well. Very good synchronization. A little bit less of a better entry than Jessica and Delaney, but still a very, very
Total
good
score
dive.
59.4.
That will score 59.
Beginning round 3 of the
Very,
synchronized
very
men's
good.
3 meter.
First two
Reed
options
and
for those
Cash,
four
51-54B.
Now moving down to synchronized men's 3 meter. We have Dylan and Cameron starting off with their first optional 51-54B, which is a double out. Very good from those two. Dylan leaning a little bit over the end of the board and having to go a little bit earlier than Cameron, but still very
Total
good
score
dive
is
from those
61.2.
two. They're going to get 60.
Stingley and Goodnow, 107B.
Next up, we have Evan and Braylon doing 107B for their first optional front 3.5 pike. Oh, very good try there from Braylon. His feet were very far over the end of the board, but tried to save it and just came up a little bit short.
Total score 29.76.
29.76.
Dupere and Ryan, 205B.
Next, we have Noah and Jack competing 205B for their first optional of the day here. Very good synchronization from those two. Jack just leaving it a little bit short. But
Total
certainly
score
very good dive from
58.5.
Noah as well.
Welsh and Welsh,
58.5 on
405B.
that. Next up, Zach and Jacob competing 405B for their first optional of the day. Inward 2.5 pike. Very good dive from those two. Synchronization was very well on that.
Total score 66.6.
66.6 on that dive. That is a
Duncan
very
and
good second
Downs,
optional for those two.
51-54B.
Next up, we have Gregory and Tyler competing 51-54B as their first optional, which is going to be double out, which is a 2.5 somersaults with double twist. Oh, very good dive from those two. Very good synchronization and very good aerial work and entry that will be rewarded. Very
Total
nicely.
score
Yes,
84.66.
it will. 84.6, almost.
Miller and
2.9
Jones,
on
405B.
Synchronization on that one. 84.66 for them. Very good dive. Next up, we have Max and Jacob doing 405B for their first optional, and we're 2.5 pike. Ooh, very good dive from those two. Pushed back a little bit, but still very good synchronization. And
Total score
execution.
64.8.
64.8, very good.
Harris
from those
and
two.
Fowler, 53-37D.
Next up, we have Nick and Max competing 53-37 for their first optional reverse 3.5 twister. Very, very good synchronization on that one. Max just losing his legs just a little bit on that dive, but still very, very good dive.
Total score 66.15.
66.5 on that.
Goodnow and Turner,
Very good.
5B.
Next up, we have Braylon and Noah competing 205B for their first optional of the day. Very good synchronization from those two. Braylon leaving his a little bit short, same as Noah, but still very good synchronization. Very
Total
good
score
size.
45.9.
45.9 for those two. Back up to synchronized women platform for those two.
We are ready to begin round 4 of the synchronized women's platform. Schnell and Parado, 407C.
Okay, back up to synchronized women's platform. Dive 4, optional 2, 407C, inward 3.5 tuck. Pretty decent dive there from those two. Jessica hitting the water a little bit more before Delaney, starting a little bit fast, but still very good dive.
Total
from those
score
two right there.
55.68.
55.6.
Agunbiade and Young, 407C.
Nike and Katrina as well doing 407C inward 3.5 tuck. Very good. Very good from these two. Nike missing her entry a little bit, loosening up a little bit when hitting the water, but still very good synchronization. They were right in line with each other.
Total score 59.52.
59.52.
Beginning
for
round
those two.
4 of
Very
the synchronized men's 3 meter. Reed and Cash, 305B.
Now we're back down to synchronized men's 3 meter. We have Dylan and Cameron doing 305B reverse 2.5 somersaults. Pike. Oh, what a save from Cameron over on the right board with his feet. Just going over the board and saving it very nicely.
Total
That's a
score
very good dive.
57.6.
57.
Stingley and Goodnow, 205B.
Next we have Braylon and Evan doing 205B. Back 2.5 somersaults pike. Good dive for those two. Braylon going a little long and Evan going a little bit short, but synchronization was very good on that dive for those two.
Total score 50.4.
50
Dupere and
for
Ryan,
them.
107B.
Next up, we have Noah and Jack competing 107B, front 3.5 pike for these two. Oh, very good dive from those two. Noah being a little bit back on the board, having to shift his weight forward to get that somersault moving, but still a very good dive from those
Total
two.
score 51.15.
51.15.
Welsh and Welsh, 107B.
Next up, we have Zachary and Jacob doing 107B as well, front 3.5 pike. Good dive from those two as well. Jacob going a little bit over
Total
falling a
score
little bit back on the board. Still very
56.73.
good dive from those.
Duncan and Downs, 407C.
407.73 for them. Next up, we have Gregory and Tyler doing 407C. Inward 3.5 somersaults in the tuck position. Very big dive for these two. Oh, and they do very good on it. Tyler shifting a little bit past vertical on the entry. But Gregory's execution on that dive was phenomenal. Very good dive.
Total score 67.32.
67.32 on that dive for them.
Miller and Jones,
Next up, we
107B.
have Max and Jacob doing 107B front 3.5 somersaults in the pike position. Oh, very good dive. Jacob finding vertical on that, and Max going just a little bit over, but still very good synchronization from them.
Total
Those two.
score 59.52.
59.5.
Harris and Fowler, 407C.
Next up, we have Nick and Max doing 407C. Or, excuse me. Yeah, 407C. Inward 3.5 somersaults in the tuck position. Very big dive for these. Oh, and they hit it pretty well. Pretty good synchronization on that one.
Total score 72.42.
72.42 for them.
Goodnow
for those
and
two.
Turner,
Very good
107B.
dive. Next up, we have Braylon and Noah doing 107B front 3.5 somersaults in the pike position. Very good dive from them. Braylon going just a little bit short of vertical, but still going to score decently well for those two. Synchronization was
Total score
Pretty decent for them.
50.22.
50.22 for those two.
Ready to begin our fifth and final round of the synchronized women's platform. Schnell and Parado, 52-53B.
Back up to synchronized women platform. 52-53B for Jessica and Delaney. Back 2.5 somersaults, 1.5 twist. Oh, very good dive for these two. One an entry on both of them, and synchronization was very good. Execution and synchronization scores will be very good for those two on that dive.
Total score 72.96.
72.96 for those two.
Agumbiade
What a
and
dive.
Young, 52-53B.
Next up, we have Nike and Katrina doing the exact same dive, 52-53B. Oh, they do it pretty well too. Nike going a little bit over vertical on her dive, but very good synchronization. These two have very good synchronization.
Total score 66.24.
66.24 for them. On
Beginning
that
round
one.
5 of the synchronized men's 3
That will
meter.
conclude the
Reed
synchronized
and
women's
Cash,
platform.
205B.
We will be going back down to synchronized men's 3 meter with Cameron and Dylan doing 205B, back 2.5 somersaults, pike. Very good dive from those two again. Back 2.5 somersaults. Dylan going just a little bit short of vertical, but still.
Total
very good
score,
dive on those two
62.1.
synchronizations. Very good as well. 62.1.
Stingley and Goodnow, 305B.
Next up, we have Evan and Braylon doing 305B, reverse 2.5 somersaults in the pike position.
1 moment, please. Re-announcing for Stingley and Goodnow, 305B.
Just a little bit over for both of them there. Synchronization, very good, very insane, but execution scores will not be
Total
as high
score,
as they want them to be.
47.7.
47.7.
Dupere and Ryan, 405B.
Next up, Noah and Jack competing 405B, inward 2.5 somersaults in the pike position. Oh, very good dive from them too. Right there. Entry was killer from both of them and very good synchronization as well.
Total score, 72.9.
72.9 for those two.
Welsh and Welsh,
Score on
51-52B.
Next up we have Zach and Jacob doing 51-52B. Front 2.5 somersaults, single twist. Pretty good from those two. A little bit off on the board, but connecting back together in the air on synchronization there for them too.
Total score, 64.8.
64.8 for those two.
Duncan and Downs, 107B.
Gregory and Tyler doing 107B front 3.5 in the pike position. Very good dive from those two. Execution score is going to be very nice on both of their dives. Their entries. If we watch back.
Total score,
Total
75.33.
score 75 for those two.
Miller
Just a
and
killer
Jones,
entry for both of them.
205B.
Next up we have Max and Jacob doing 205B back 2.5 somersaults in the pike position. Not too bad for them. Both going just a little bit past vertical, but that's still going to be a pretty nice score.
Total score,
Synchronization was very nice.
56.7.
56.7 for
Harris
those two.
and Fowler, 107B.
Next up, we have Nick and Max doing front 3.5 somersaults in the pike position. Very, very good dive from those two. Nick being just a little bit ahead of Max. Really loading that board and being able to spin very fast.
Total
him.
score,
Good entry and
59.52.
execution scores for him.
Goodnow and Turner,
59.52
51-52B.
Next up, we have Braylon and Noah doing 51-52. Not too bad for them. Look, Braylon going just a little bit short. They were struggling on that a little bit in warm-up, so that was actually a pretty good
Total
dive for
score,
those two.
46.8.
48.8, 46.8 on that for them. Not too bad.
Beginning our 6th and final round of the synchronized men's 3-meter. Reed and Cash, 107B.
Coming into the final round here, we have Dylan and Cameron ending on front 3.5 pike. A very good dive for these two if they can get a good hurdle. Oh, and they did. Very good dive for those two. Very good synchronization and execution scores for those two.
Total score, 68.82.
68.82 for those
Stingley
two.
and Goodnow, 51-52B.
With Evan and Braylon up 51-52B, which Braylon had just done this dive. Good dive, not too bad. Braylon going just a little bit over, same as Evan.
Total score, 41.4.
41.4.
Dupere and Ryan,
52.
53-37D.
Next up, Noah and Jack doing 53-37D reverse 3.5 twist. Very, very good dive for those two. A little bit out of sync with Jack going just a little bit higher than Noah, but still very good execution on that dive from both.
Total
of them.
score,
Pretty
66.15.
on par for those two. 66.15
Welsh and Welsh,
on that dive for them.
51-54B.
Not bad at all. Next up, we have Max and Jacob. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Zachary and Jacob doing 51-54B double out. Oh, not a bad save from Jacob there, being angled on the end of the board there, kind of twisting a little bit in his hurdle. Nice save from him.
Total
Very good
score,
synchronization dive from both of those
55.08.
two.
Duncan and
55.08.
Downs,
Jacob getting hit a little bit
53-37D.
But not a bad dive. Next up, we have Gregory and Tyler ending on 53-37D reverse 3.5 twist. Very good dive from those two.
Total score, 76.65.
76.65 for them. And they
Miller
should
and Jones,
secure their win for this
51-54B.
prelim event. Next up, we have Max and Jacob doing 51-54B double out. Very good for them as well. They have done very good in this event today. Jacob just going a little bit short of vertical.
Total
but still
score,
scoring
61.2.
61.2.
Harris and
Very
Fowler,
good synchronization.
51-54B.
Next up, we have Nick and Max doing the same dive as well, double out. Good dive for them. Not bad at all. Max losing his legs a little bit in the middle of that twist, but still very good dive from those two and very good synchronization.
Total score, 73.44.
73.44 for those two.
Goodnow
What
and
a
Turner,
dive.
53-35D.
Next up, we have Braylon and Noah doing 53-35 reverse 2.5 twist. Not too bad. Both just a little bit short of vertical, but should be fine. Very good synchronization from those two.
Total score 54.81.
50
This concludes our morning
54.81 for those two.
preliminaries.
Not bad at all. That is going to complete our event for the
Boards are open
men's
for warm-up.
3-meter synchro prelims.
Open warm-up will be over at 2:25. At that point, it will be event warm-up. And please, remember, find designs. They're out in the hallway. They want to help you. They have all you could ever want for your national apparel. Find designs in the hallway. Tell them I sent you. They're great people.
With new opportunities around each mountain bend. Here, we don't just pride ourselves on being the best, we commit to it, designing world-class facilities with premier resources, backed by our communities who are determined to aid in our success. Together, we'll reach new heights. We welcome you to the place where you belong.
Earn your degree online through West Virginia University. With more than 50 years of distance learning and curriculums that engage students from around the world, our pride runs deep. Explore your program options or dive right into your program of choice by visiting online.wvu.edu. It's true, country roads will always take us home, but they also unite us wherever we may be. Become an online mountaineer. Let's go.